Hello friends, I am Dr. Daniel Henry and today I am going to talk about the most neglected topic in health sciences, and that is sleep deprivation. Do you know that 20% of world's population is sleep deprived? According to an article published by the Hindu newspaper, India ranks top second in sleep deprivation. 93% of the Indians around the country are sleep deprived. 72% of Indians wake up 2 or 3 times per night. 87% people said the lack of sleep is affecting their health. So you see that how big a problem is sleep deprivation. Only 2% of Indians discussed lack of sleep with a physician. So with all these facts, still sleep deprivation is one of the most neglected topic in the country, and it is also one of the most neglected topics of health sciences around the world. So today we are going to discuss about sleep deprivation. So the first thing which comes in your mind when you hear this word sleep deprivation is, what is sleep deprivation? So the answer is lack of adequate sleep. So what is adequate sleep? Adequate sleep is 7 to 8 hours of sound sleep for an adult. So now this adequate timing can differ from age to age, person to person, and this is more in young people, in children, in infants, and people with chronic illnesses. So what are the causes of sleep deprivation? First is the caffeine intake. Caffeine intake in late evenings. Caffeine should be taken at least 6 to 7 hours before sleep, because caffeine is an adenosine antagonist which interferes in the hemostatic cycle of sleep cycle, and this hemostatic cycle is based on this adenosine. An adenosine antagonist inhibit adenosine and therefore causing sleep deprivation. Point number 2 is late evening exercises should be avoided. Exercises should be done at least 6 hours before sleep. Watching TV late night, we have sleep-wake cycle that is being disrupted due to the light coming from the television. We are used to watching TVs at late night, TV shows, Netflix, Amazon, and all these kinds of movies. These all interrupt our sleep cycle. So then use of cell phones late night. We should avoid taking cell phones to our bedrooms, and it is advisable that if you can leave cell phones out of your bedroom, it is best. But for some work or because of some important work, we take our cell phones with us in our bedrooms. Sometimes we have a habit of checking messages, emails before we go to sleep, and that should be avoided. But if that cannot be avoided, we should use sunglasses to avoid that light coming from the cell phones. That will help us to gain better sleep. Late night parties are nowadays in culture, and these late night parties are interfering in our sleep cycle. Having dinner late night. Remember, in olden times people used to have dinner early, and so they had sound sleep. In many countries still people eat early, but in India people are used to having dinner late nights, and these dinner late nights are interfering with sleep. Then long afternoon sleep also interferes with our sleep at night. So these are all the causes that cause sleep deprivation. Now, what are the negative consequences of sleep deprivation? So there are many negative consequences of sleep deprivation. One is obesity. Why obesity? Because melatonin is secreted when we are sleeping at night, and this is the timing is from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. But when we are sleep deprived, this melatonin secretion is interrupted, and when this melatonin secretion is interrupted, which help us to keep fit, this melatonin secretion is interrupted, and this interruption makes us obese. If we sleep less, we have hormonal imbalance that makes us feel hungry, and we are attracted to more unhealthy food. Third is increased blood pressure. Fourth is stroke, heart diseases, decreased immunity. Vaccination is less effective if we sleep less, and car accidents, rash driving, more chances of depression, dementia are all linked with sleep deprivation. So, how can we prevent sleep deprivation? Avoid talking on cell phones, avoid using laptop on bed, avoid taking your cell phones to the bed at late nights, and it is advisable if you keep your cell phone out of your bedroom. If still you need to work, you need to check emails or some important stuff, it is recommended to use sunglasses to prevent the bright light that disturbs our sleep, because this bright light is hampering the sleep-wake cycle, and which is causing disruption in our sleep. Now, do not watch TV shows late night, because when we watch TV shows late night, again it's disrupting the sleep-wake cycle, and then sleep-wake cycle is disrupted and you don't get enough amount of sleep. The sleeping environment should be safe, noise-free, comfortable. You should have dinner 5 to 6 hours before sleeping. Avoid caffeine, alcoholic beverages late night. It is good to quit smoking for better sleep and other health benefits. Do not read late night, because if you are reading something very interesting, you go on reading and then you mess up with your sleeping period. If you still have a problem about sleeping, if you still don't get enough sleep after following all these things, then you need to consult your physician. Some underlying disease may be linked to this sleep deprivation. Thank you for your patient listening. Hope this video will help you to achieve your desirable sleep. Thank you.